we get it right. You pull off some sweats and bands, still can't nobody do it like you. You even got swag in your name. Little French fry, you my favorite. Oh, time just makes you better. I swear you last forever. Tell me what more can I ask for? Have it all, because you have it all. Tell me what more can I ask for? Have it all, because you have it all. I can't pretend, no. I wanna ask you again, babe, to be my girlfriend. Even though you're my girlfriend, I do this over again. I still have you just the same. Why change a thing that's perfect? You even got swag in your name. Little French fry, you my favorite. Oh, time just makes you better. I swear you last forever. Tell me what more can I ask for? Have it all, because you have it all. Tell me what more can I ask for? Have it all, because you have it all.
Tell me what more can I ask for? I pull up in at 9-11, around 9-11. Hop inside cause you know that you're my boo thing. And I know you love the way that I do things. Like a moose swing, you been up and down though. And you always keep it low key when I'm around you. So close to perfection. Can you feel my love and affection? Baby, no rejection to everything you're doing. Baby, I don't really ask much. When it comes to you, I have enough. Tell me
what more can I ask for? Have it all, because you have it all. Tell me what more can I ask for? Have it all, because you have it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Content Deal with your boy Scharlarco and with Ian Lovely.
Yes, sir. I am here.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So what's happening now is we're streaming on our online radio.
Okay.
But we're also streaming on Facebook.
Cool.
So we are recording.
So we are live. All
So,
right, then. Let's do that.
What might happen is we'll have some, like we do now, we'll have some followers that will be commenting and they'll probably ask you some questions.
Cool.
So
also we're going to be doing, okay, cool. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, but
it's
sometimes they don't engage. Sometimes they do if you're lucky.
Hey.
I'm lucky they do. So,
Let's go.
yeah.
Let's have a
Cool.
conversation.
We have one already. Alvin Khrom says, welcome in studio, Mr. Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Alvin is actually our tech guy. He's like
Shout out to you.
all-rounder. He's like our go-to guy if something goes wrong.
Alrighty.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, we have Ian Lovely, one of Namibia's up-and-coming and rising R&B artist. So without further ado, please, Ian, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello. Hi, world. I go by the name Ian Lovely. And that's lovely without the E, all pun intended. When we do get into that story, we might not stop, but we're doing lovely without the E simply because everybody who gets to experience me as a musician and the genre I'm pushing and the agenda I'm pushing, you get to understand that you are the E in Ian Lovely. Everybody who gets to experience me will be a part of Ian Lovely.
Well, that's deep.
Very deep. That's just in a nutshell. But of course, as we go, the picture will become clear, you know.
Perfect. Perfect. And we will get there eventually.
Of course.
For those of you that don't know, Ian is formerly known as Jaleel.
Yes,
I
sir.
guess that's your government name.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we'll get into why the name change and the rebranding because
Let's do the whole thing. Yeah.
It's been a huge shift.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna start from the beginning,
Okay.
please. When did it start? When did you just realize that you can sing and you want to sing and you want to do this? Like, take us through that.
Well, for me, I'm blessed to be a 90s baby. So coming from an era where you grow up with kids who became stars like Chris Brown and them, for me, it really started in 2005 when I was 9 years old, because that's when he released his first album, self-titled album, in 2005. So it was just that type of thing where it was the type of album you played back and forth. Because remember, social media wasn't really, you know.
Yeah.
It was barely.
It was just MySpace.
Yeah. It was, and I didn't have a MySpace account.
Yeah,
so
me too.
it was just consuming that album and just realizing it's so much fun to be able to sing along and sound good to someone who sounds good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then from there it was the interest that built, and I started writing music. But of course it was Teletubbies writing, you know, but it had to start somewhere. So till this very day, my biggest influence in music is Chris Brown, 1000%.
Okay.
Creatively, because he's just amazing at his work, and I draw so much from there, and of course so many other artists in that time.
Yeah.
But it really started in 2009, and then I really came into the industry professionally in 2016, because I was signed to Agopa Butterfly.
Oh, wow.
And that was a great journey. They helped so much, and they contributed so much to my career just as an artist, you know. And then that happened, but then I realized that for me, when I left the label, right, it was really simply because there was a genre I really wanted to push, and it was R&B, because it started with R&B for me, and that being the type of genre it's not being focused on back here at home.
Yeah.
It's not the genre that people take serious. But what's crazy is 90% of us listen to that every day.
Yeah.
Your drive home, your drive
100%.
to work. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to you get the music that we play and we bump on the weekends and we go crazy about. But 90% of the time you're in your feels, whether it's positive vibes or you're just down a little bit. R&B is in your life. Slow
It's a
jam.
go-to.
You know what I'm saying? So my agenda that I'm pushing with this is really to introduce people to R&B that's homegrown and the great guys that are here at home.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So that's just me in a nutshell, just to get the water cooking.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So let's dive into Ogopa Butterfly.
Yes.
You during your time there, you obviously known as Jaleel.
Yeah.
You had a different sound from what I'm hearing now. Definitely.
1000%.
And so, how did you plan or come to the point of like, hey, listen, this is my work. I love it, but
Sure.
I need to be, like you said, be true to what you really.
So you see, when you're signed to a label, it's a lot of things people don't get to understand and experience. And I always tell a lot of artists coming up, I'm coming up myself too. You know, I'm nowhere close to where I want to be. But it was just the thing of when you're signed to a label, you need to know what label you're signing to.
Yeah.
And I was a youngin' then. I was young, naive. I just wanted to get out there. I wanted people to know who Jaleel is then or was then. And I didn't realize that the sound that the label was pushing wasn't necessarily R&B, so to say. It was more Afro pop, you know, dance music. And yes, I was able to soar within that genre with the label, but it wasn't what I wanted. And when we had to part ways, I had to let them know this is why. But I think also because I already had this plan. I was working on an R&B album already.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't know about this. So I had that sitting with me as I was in conversation with them. I want to leave, boom, 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 boom. And then when I left, that was the album I released. And that was the album that really just also confirmed for me that I need to do this thing full-fledged. Like I need to push R&B. It's because, you know, as a 9-year-old, you watch the Sanlam Awards and all of these, and you're like, yo, it would be great to win one of those.
Yeah.
But to really win one of those off of your own merit. You know what I mean? So when I had released Moments, that was the album's name, in 2019 on the 14th of February, that was my intention. So when I put that out, I was out of the label. There was no issues. I released that, and then boom, it got the award for best R&B at the Namas in 2019. So that was a blessing, and that was also just one thing that told me, yo, you don't need to compromise on the sound. Right? There's no genre in the world is a bad genre. You just need to find the genre that you're great at and that you can shine through on. And that was it. It solidified it for me in 2019. And then I knew I needed to stick to it. Okay. I always had this thing where I was hiding the emotion behind the sound and the busy sound, the dance and boom, boom, boom. But when I stepped away from that with moments that I released in 2019, I realized, yo, if you just stay true to your sound, people are going to feel it because it's going to be authentic. Yeah. And authenticity sells. Right?
Definitely.
So that was it for me. Signed, sealed, delivered in that year.
Nice. So you're currently not signed?
I'm not. I'm signed to God.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
so
I'm signed to God at this point. Yeah.
Cool. So, so that obviously it takes a toll on you because you are basically independent, doing everything by yourself. What's your process? Just let's just say just recording a song. Obviously, I assume, and you can correct me, you write most of your music yourself.
So I'm blessed to be able to do it all. I produce my own records, from beat making, arrangement, songwriting, recording, mixing. But now I'm even more so blessed because now I have a guy that I've met, and his name is Zesh. Domingo Madness, he masters all my music. Okay. So I do this whole thing, but my music cannot be presented to the world before it goes through him last.
Okay.
So I'm blessed to have him, you know, as part of my world, as part of my team, just to be able to have another creative ear, of course. But of course, I have my best friend too, Emmanuel Rose. He's also a genius. I mean, he's my biggest influence, one of my biggest influences when it comes to music, because in primary school back in Van Rijn, I was beatboxing for him. I wasn't singing.
Wow.
I wasn't rapping. He was rapping.
Okay.
And I was beatboxing for him in second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade. I was beatboxing for him until the one day he was like, yo, listen, you've been enjoying Chris's album. Just try it out, man. Just sing.
Yeah.
And it was then. It really, all of it just comes back full circle at the end of the day. Yeah. And I really enjoy it because now when I'm in the process, I've learned so much, right, from a lot of other people who are also so intensely invested into being a creator, being a musician. So when I make my music, I know what I'm able to do. I know what mood I'm supposed to set for myself to reach a sonic goal.
Yeah.
Sonic goal for me is just for my beats. If I'm able to reach that sonic goal within my beats, then I know, okay, boom, when it comes to the writing process, recording, then I know I'm going to knock out something unique.
Yeah.
I make hundreds of songs in a week or in a month, and it's so much, right? But what's crazy is people only get a fraction of what you make, and that's crazy because when you go back in time where you had Usher and them, these guys had to pay for studio time, so you pay like 2 hours. You know, when you get in there, get it done.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I have the blessing of being able to sit 20 hours nonstop and make music and make music and make music.
So you have your own studio.
I have my own. I'm blessed to have my own studio. I'm blessed to have state-of-the-art equipment, and that's, I think, also just for your listener, you know, to really give them quality. Quality not in the sense of what you have, but to take time with your craft.
Yeah.
You know, your listener deserves quality.
Of course.
Take your time. Don't just try to put out music simply because you're under pressure. Or this guy just dropped and I need to drop too. No, take your time, because if it's real, like we said, if it's authentic, people are going to gravitate to it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
Boom.
Yo, dude, that's actually a really cool backstory because someone just asked. His name is Stefanus. Stefanus, what's up? He says, our shakes, our Ian. Did you know? Did you know? Also attended Van Rijn Primary School.
I think he also attended Van Rijn Primary School. That's cool. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
that was a great school.
Was.
Well, look, in my defense, I haven't been there.
Okay.
So referring back
to during the time.
Boom.
Yeah.
Let's play it safe now.
Play it safe.
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Where's this? Alright, cool. So I want to ask, besides the stage, and you say you mentioned that you could spend 20 hours a day.
Sure.
Besides the stage, who is Ian? Like, who are you outside of the stage?
I am a brother. I am a son. I am the eldest. I am a young entrepreneur. I am a son of God. I am a visionary. I am so many things outside of me being a musician, and now more so when we come back to the name Ian Lovely. So first off, Ian means a gift from God. Lovely is what I just explained to you briefly. So the name, so Lovely, that section of my name comes from my best friend, because I think a year ago, when we were going through this transitioning point and rebranding, I expressed to him that, yo, I want to step into my first name, because Jaleel is my second name by birth, right? But I want to step into my first name because I believe your parents give you power in your name, right? Especially your first name, because it's like, yo, that's the one thing people know of you when they first meet you.
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name? Ian, right? So I was expressing to him, I was like, yo, I just want something that makes sense for me. And then I think it was a week or two when he came back, it was like, boom, I got it. Lovely, but love. Because as we were going back, and I mean in the past 3 years, as I was away from the industry, I was dealing with a lot of stuff. I was dealing with past traumas. I was going through a space in my life where I was dealing with suicidal thoughts, and it was a lot of these things, a lot of things that people don't speak about, right? We look at the passing of Ricky Rick just now. We don't know what he was going through, right? And it must have been so severe that he couldn't anymore. And I was blessed enough to be able to find a space and go away from everybody, the whole world, go away from the industry, go away from social media. For about 3 years, I was just gone, right? And I was spending time by myself first, trying to understand, why am I hurt? Why am I broken? Why do I feel a bit lost? Right, in a world that seems to have everything, right? And I went away and I went to deal with, like I said, past traumas. I had to deal with not having a relationship with my father. I had to sit him down and we had to break down walls and we had to cut down, some intense stuff. I had to be honest with him and he had to be honest with me. And we had to come to a common ground where we can blossom within love. So boom, once again, that's where love stood out, right? And then I had to do the same with my mom, and boom, love stood out. And then I had to do the same with my friends and everybody that was important in my life. And at the end of the day, it all came down to love, right? And that's where he based it from too. And then we took out the E from lovely, right? And then I was like, yo, this is how I want to involve people into my craft. Right? When you come and experience my music and you come listen to projects of mine, you watch my videos and you come across a picture of mine, if it draws you in and this is what you want to experience on a daily and you want to invest into Ian Lovely, right? That's where you become a part of it. Now the E, you are that E, right? Yes. And I make my music and I tell my stories and I inspire on my music because you are that E now. So now you fulfill lovely, because we all know the word lovely to have an E in it. So now you are that missing E. And as I grow with fans and as I keep dropping music, people understand why that E was left out. For everybody who will come on to the ship of ours that we're steering, pushing love. And now we brought it even closer to my Instagram handle. So now my handle across all platforms is it can only be love. Because I am saying I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for love. You know what I mean? And love, not just in a romantic form, but love in all aspects. And that's what we're pushing. That is who Ian Lovely is.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Deep. And I love that you mentioned Ricky Rick, because I think, especially for the male side of the entertainment industry, is if you see my socials, I'm a very big advocate for male mental health.
Sure.
And there's such a stigma when it comes to depression and mental ailments that you can see that men obviously go through a lot of pressure just regarding that. What would your advice be to? I know we're all growing and whatnot, but your life so far and how like your transformation and whatever. What would your advice be for upcomings and the gents that are currently in the industry, going through that, not knowing who to speak to or if they can speak about it,
For me, number one, off of my own experience, I would tell anybody, whatever it is you start doing, do not start doing it because someone else is doing it too. That's where you can go wrong immediately. Because when you understand you're doing something because you really want to do it, right? It becomes it becomes more so apparent to you, right? About you become aware of your feelings. You become aware of the fact that, are you ready to do it? Where's your mind? Where's your heart? Do you have the means to do so? Not just financially. Do you have the means to do so mentally, emotionally? Do you have that stability? Do you have that support, right? But if you're going to start doing something simply because someone else is doing it, right? Don't do that. Because I didn't look at Chris Brown and I wanted to sing simply because he was doing that.
Yeah.
I was like, why is he doing this, and why is he so cool at it, and why does it look so good? Okay, I'm going to try, but I'm going to see how it would make sense for me. Because I don't know if I can sing, right? You see, now you become self-aware now. What am I capable of doing? And if you're able to ask these questions for yourself, now you're starting a great process for yourself. Because you see, at the end of the day, we all have goals we're trying to reach, but the process is so important. Because if you lose yourself along the way, you're never going to be able to fully enjoy where you're at when you get to that victory. You know what I mean? Because boom, we go back to Ricky. Ricky has done so much. He has done so much. For us on the outside, you look at it and you're like, yo, he was doing great. Ricky was doing super. He was like, yo. But you don't know what he was going through.
Exactly.
You only saw everything that he wanted you to see.
Yeah.
And now, as I put just that question you asked me on hold, now it's like, yo, to everybody looking at musicians and thinking they're living this flamboyant and boom, 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 boom. Remember, these people only let you see what they want you to see.
Exactly.
So when you have an opinion on their lives, remember that it affects them.
Yeah.
Because even when they're trying to keep their personal life away from you, right? Your opinion cuts deep because it's such a big risk to put out yourself out there into the world.
Yeah.
It's putting up music. People think it's easy to say, yo, link in my bio, I just dropped all platforms.
Yeah.
It's risky. Because I'm basically telling you, go judge me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, I put my heart and soul into this. Go judge me. Now, I get there are people that take it literal, and sometimes it's necessary because, we have music critiques and what.
Yeah.
But let's think about the human.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's a human in that. There's a human there too. You're dealing with a human, right? So just back to everything. Now it's like, okay, so when we're at this position now, you need to take time and really understand why you want to do something. Do you want to do it just because you want to be cool? If you can be honest with yourself and say, yo, I want to do this because I want clout and I want to be cool. Trust me, you're going to succeed in that because you were honest with yourself. But if you're not going to be honest, you're going to lose yourself along the way and you're going to push people away and you're going to get this clout and you're going to succeed. But then you're not going to understand why 5 years from now, you're still not sitting next to Jay-Z. Or you're still not sitting next to Elon Musk. Oh, let's come home. Or you're still not sitting next to your nasty C. Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself from the jump. Of course, you don't have the answers to everything, but you know why you want to do something. If you can answer the why, if you know why you want to do it, you're out for a good start, 1,000%. So just take your time, understand why you want to do something. Because once you invest, you won't understand why in the beginning. But if you know that there's a reason why you want to do it and you want to find that reason, then your process is going to be hot because now you're searching. You're searching, and someone who's searching, that person wants to learn because you're going to meet people who will tell you ABC.
Yeah.
And you're going to take that, you're going to internalize, and you're going to go back, you're going to digest, you're going to boom, 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 boom. You meet the next person, and so you'll grow, and then you'll understand why you really want to do it. Yeah. I'm only now starting to understand what my purpose here is. Why are you doing this, Ian? Why are you so intense with this music thing? Why is it about pushing love and all of these things? And then I bring it back to, yo, if I am to run everybody down what goes on in my home and how I grew up, it's probably going to make it easy for them.
Yeah.
But this is the process. See, now there are things that I'm going to let you guys know slowly as we go because then you grow with me. Right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
That's it.
Before we continue,
Sure.
Renee just popped a message.
Okay.
She says your sound is off on your live.
Well, that's crazy. Well, maybe you guys just have to mind me.
Yeah.
So yeah, but hey, like I'm saying, we just need to take time, even with artists, when whatever they give you, take your time and try to understand why they're giving you that.
Yeah.
listen to that song.
Exactly.
Listen, you can hear someone's pain. You literally you can hear it. And I get so many DMs on a daily from people, and I just now want to also take that opportunity and say thank you, because there are people that send me DMs every day. They don't have to, but they send me DMs that have nothing to do with music, simply just sending a word of encouragement. And if we can do that as humans, guys and girls, we need to also come to a point and realize, just because a lady is sending you that message, or just because a guy is sending you that message, doesn't necessarily mean they want to get with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes just look at something for what it is, because there are good people in this world.
Exactly.
Boom.
True. Deep.
Yeah.
Very deep. And I'm glad you touched on a few points, because I wanted to ask regarding Namibia's R&B scene. What do you think of it?
Well, I think I have the biggest opinion.
Please.
I have a very big opinion on that. Stop trying to convince the country with the fact that you have the voice, but you're still not diving into R&B really. Look, we can all sing over Afro-pop beats and all of that. And yes, people are going to react. But R&B is R&B, man. When you think of R&B, you think of slow, nice, angelic. You know what I'm saying?
Emotion,
boom,
expression.
Like I said, every genre is great. Just need to find your genre. Maybe R&B is not yours, but then boom. So Namibia is a dancing country. We love to dance. We love to party. So now R&B is not that genre. Wait, so people think, right? Because I've performed. I mean, I haven't performed in the past 3 years, and this year started off for me very beautifully. God has been blessing me with shows, and I've been able to get on stage. And when I'm on stage, I look at people and I realize, yo, that person is not jumping around down there, but they're doing so much because of the music. And it's because it's a whole different experience, right? There's a different body language, and people want that, right? People really want that. People want to be able to experience slow movement too, because we have our great kwaito artists, we have our great amapiano artists, we have our great hip hop artists, but people also want to come and experience, you know, that slow jam type of thing. Give the brothers something to feel cool about when they're looking at a lady too, because when it's too busy, it feels busy. The man's intentions feel busy, like in terms of just approach. But now when you're on stage, when you're in a club and there's R&B playing, it's crazy, because it's like, yo, the energy is different. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to push. I'm trying to push the narrative that, like, yo, there's an energy in our country missing in terms of music. And R&B is that energy. And we need to introduce people to that. So now back to the guys that are making R&B. I don't know too many of them. I know my brothers who make R&B. I mean, Waters is it goes without saying. You know, Dire Fox goes without saying, right? But then I stop. I don't know who else. I don't know who else I can refer to, not because I haven't done my research, but if we're gonna make R&B in a country that it's not accepted because we're not giving it consistently, right? We need to be on it, guys. We need to make R&B and give people consistently, so that they're able to hear the music and hear that, okay, this comes from home. We have so many R&B artists that can give us on a daily, boom, let's invest in that market. But until that happens, they're not going to invest in that market. They're going to think, it's just people just experimenting at home. That's not what it is. Because if I think about it, out there in the world, people are eating off R&B. I mean, R&B is one of the biggest genres. Right? So boom. So that's what's important for me. Let's give quantity, but quality quantity. And then Namibia is going to say, yo, we have our own. We have R&B too. And then they'll invest in it. But until then, it's not going to happen.
I always say, and I say this to a lot of my friends because I also sing, but...
Okay, I didn't know that.
On the side. And,
already.
My thing is, I keep telling people, you know, how I started off singing, I was in church. And there were times when I was singing, there were people crying, but it wasn't me, obviously, because, you know, in church it's a different experience when you're singing, right?
That's a different feel.
Right?
Yep.
But then I was like, you know, back in the day, Michael Jackson would just stand on stage and people would be crying. I know he's not R&B, but you know, you understand.
Yep.
And I'm like, I definitely one day want to be in a setup where my favorite artist is singing, and I can't control my emotions and I'm crying because I'm
Boom.
like, you know.
Yeah.
And that's for the longest time, I felt like that's never going to happen in Namibia.
And I can understand why.
And yeah, and then I see people like you, Waters, who else? Exactly.
Boom, you see, you stop right there.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna take it?
Where am I going? Yeah, you see,
take it?
there's a little bit of hope. There's a slight bit of hope because you're like, okay, these guys are pushing. Now we just need the rest of Namibia to jump on. You understand?
Boom.
And I understand why. Also, sorry, I'm taking over your interview.
No. Please, this is what I need. I need this. I need it.
I understand sometimes, you'll see Namibian artists that would try and push their brand outside of Namibia. And then you're like, oh, no, you don't appreciate it. But people don't appreciate that specific brand.
But where are they supposed to take it?
Exactly.
Where else? If it's not at home.
Yeah.
But it's our fault too.
Yeah.
We're not enough.
We're not enough.
But
we can't afford more at this point.
But that's what's crazy. So now it's like, what are we going to do to have people convinced the bare minimum that we are? We're not too many guys. I mean, there are great ladies that, wow, there are great ladies out here. They have great voices. But you see, if I am going to produce a record for you, right? If I'm going to produce a record for you and it's going to be an amazing record, you're going to sound amazing. That record cannot do everything for you. You need to want to be a star.
Yeah.
For things to go. We are not from a country where your reach on social media off the top because of the algorithm is huge.
Yeah.
Right? Our country, the algorithm doesn't move like that.
No.
Simply why? Why? Because even the biggest in our country, when they put out stuff, it doesn't confuse the internet when it drops.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at everywhere else, when people's stuff come out, you don't understand why people are talking about going viral. Going viral means on the internet, whatever it is you put out, it just shocked the net.
Yeah.
It's just all over the place.
Yeah.
But for us, it's difficult because of the algorithm. For us already, because we're not so many that put great stuff out there, right? That confuse the internet, where people are like, yo, this is mind blowing.
Yeah.
There's no traction.
Exactly.
Because when you look at our population, 2-point-something million, but from the 2-point-something million, how many of those people are online? How many people have Instagrams? How many people have Facebook accounts? I don't know. I'm estimating.
It's less than half of the population, honestly.
Boom. Less than half.
Yeah.
So when am I going to get my 5 million views from home? God bless the guys that have done it here, because Gaza got his millions. Top Cherry got her millions. One Blood has her millions. This is just me of the people I know. DJ Spooza has his millions, but the millions aren't coming from home.
Yeah, exactly.
Home is obviously in that million or 2 million. They're there, but they're the fraction of it.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? They don't play the biggest role in terms of the views.
Yeah.
The views come from somewhere else, because these guys make great music.
Exactly.
So there's South Africa. And there's the rest of the world who also view. But I mean, just to say that from home alone, you're never going to be able to get those views from home. But now that doesn't mean you need to stop making hard music or putting out content that's just explosive. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do that. And that's what people need to start thinking of.
Exactly.
Quantity, quality.
Yeah.
That's it.
I agree. And the flip side of that coin is, I think it also puts Namibian artists in a space where they have to work really hard.
Oof.
We don't have.
Start me on that.
We really don't have the privilege of social media. Social media, I believe, has done amazing for the entertainment industry, the creative industry at large. You look at TikTok, where songs are reaching billboards just because of TikTok.
Yep.
We don't, unfortunately, have the privilege. So there's so much work that you have to put in.
You have to put
I
in
understand.
double time.
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate the quality. Like you see. Like your music video, Eiffel
Tower Dreams.
Eiffel Tower Dreams.
Yes, sir.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Great quality.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
it so much.
Thank you.
And then you also look at qualities such as you see Lionesse's music videos. You see even PDK also, they put in effort in their music videos. You see this effort and you're like, there's really hope. But you can see there's a lot of effort put into it.
Yes, sir.
You get Beyonce just in a hotel recording.
But what does that do?
And then she reaches
$2 billion. 500 million.
And then you're here with your 200K. I mean, look, humble beginnings, whatever.
Of
but
course.
still, like, the effort we have to... I understand why a lot of artists need to take breaks.
You start panicking, bro. That's what happens. You start panicking. You start wondering, is it even going to go anywhere?
Exactly.
But now, on the positive side, having studied this, just the industry here at home, I can confidently tell anybody watching, if you're a musician, people are watching.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. You just need to be consistent. Because here's the thing with our country and our people. They love good music. Now, if you're going to give them something good, great, right? And they invest in it, and you can't follow up. They're not going to be they're not going to be enjoying you anymore, because you're going to give them something. They're going to give you 100,000 views, 200,000 views, 500,000 views, 1 million views.
Yeah.
Sorry, right? But if you're not able to follow up,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about following up a year from that single that you dropped and it was great. No, with our people, if you give us something and we invest, we want to see if you can do it again.
Exactly.
And again.
Exactly.
And again. But if you're going to wait out simply because, here's my piece of advice to guys doing great right now and people dropping music. If you're going to give something and you see that it's picking up and it's getting hot, right? Get the next one ready.
Yeah.
Because what you need to realize is everything you put out, there's the music that become classics, and then there's the music that become dated, right? So you need to be able to give quality consistently, right?
Yeah.
So that they blow you on the 150, and you that's your first 150. You put it out there and you tell people, yo, my first 150,000 views. This is crazy, right? They're gonna celebrate it with you, and they're gonna share it and be like, yo, he's doing great. But now you need to surprise them a month, 2 months, 3 months from then and say, listen, here's the other one.
Yeah.
So that they can say, oh, this guy wants 250. Let's give him 250.
Yeah.
And that's how you grow. Because you look at all the other artists around the world now. These guys, when you go on your YouTube, you just watch a Tory Lanez video. And then you find yourself a month deep. Then you're watching another Tory Lanez video. But now, boom, back to the finances. Not everybody has the money,
unfortunately.
but that doesn't mean you can't shoot the video with your phone, bro.
Yeah.
This is the age we live in now. People just want to see effort. They want to see consistency. And if you can give them that, they're going to be on your case, and they're going to make noise about you. Exactly. And then eventually you're going to get the big names, the big companies that want to invest in you. And you're going to have this money, and you're going to be able to invest great videos, movies for that matter. But if you stop simply because they made noise for you once, they're not going to make noise for you again.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't follow up. You make us look dumb. We are telling the whole world about you for a good 6 months, and then you go quiet. Not because we don't see you out in the clubs. You go quiet. You haven't given us anything that sounds as great as that. But here's the mistake that guys make. They drop something, and boom, it shoots through the roof. Then they want to make the same thing again.
Yeah.
Now, people aren't dumb either. We know if we're listening to the same song from the same musician.
Yeah.
You want to just convince us again.
Yeah.
And that's not what people want. They don't want to experience you trying to convince them again. No. They're already they're with you, bro. That's why you got the 150.
Exactly.
They're with you. Just give them something else to say, whoa, but we didn't know you can bring it like this too.
Yeah.
And now you're making them proud. Because if something is cool, something's unique consistently, I'm gonna while about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm pulling up at the service station with no guidance playing when it's hot, because I know this record's hot, and I know everybody's whiling about this record. So what does it do when I get out at the service station and this song is playing loud in the car? When I'm quickly running into the service station, there's a bunch of people looking at me. It makes me look cool, right?
Yeah.
It's not my song, but it makes me look cool, right? But these guys, now they're putting out consistent music that sounds that cool, that's unique. And every time you play it, you feel cool. That's the same thing that's going to happen here at home, guys.
Yeah.
Give people more and more, but give them new every time and every time. Because then they want to be proud about home, our flag. Because we're stamping our flag on that song.
Oh, definitely,
You look at Danko. I'm a piano song, right? But it's Namibian producers.
Yeah.
Namibian musicians, it's their song, right? But now here's the thing. That song is our song, right? And it's cool, right? But it's cool outside in SA too, because it's their sound, but they can't understand that it's
Coming from
Namibian
here,
producers. So now our people, how do we feel? exceptionally cool.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, this is ours. But now what needs to happen next is we need to hear the next one.
Exactly.
Because a song that's blowing is just going to go. Let it
Exactly.
go. You as a musician, this is advice from me. A song that's blowing, we all get to a point where you can see your song and say, oh, this is moving.
Yeah.
Let that song move, my brother. Look at the next one. Get the next one ready and give it to the people.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to eat.
No, that's brilliant.
That's how you're going to eat.
I speak to, I have a few friends that I normally like chill with, like
Uh-huh.
just, we'd like vibe off of the same music.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell them like, why a lot of Namibians don't succeed, or they don't match the algorithm,
Sure,
not
sure.
social media itself, is because I look at music or the music industry like a restaurant.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna come to a restaurant
Ooh.
and order the same thing.
Ooh. Ooh.
You know, sometimes when I go to Spa, I get a cherry mile steak, but then I also want another type of steak. You understand?
Ooh.
You understand?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So what you're saying
What?
now, it matches 100%.
What?
100%.
You're not exactly. You're not going to order the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a great restaurant, and
Yeah.
you're going there because you know it's great.
Exactly.
But you're not. You're going there because you're saying, it's so good.
Yeah.
Let me check something else on the
Exactly.
menu,
And
and,
then
that's what it is.
Exactly.
You're right for that.
Yeah. And I
Ooh.
also, now I can't refer somebody to the restaurant because I know they don't just eat steak and they're not in the mood for steak. So,
see.
you understand?
But that's the thing, and that's the thing. But because you know there's variety, someone will eventually get there, and they're gonna have to decide for themselves. But that restaurant is making sure the food's quality highest level every time, so that even if you're the guy that orders steak every time, there's someone who comes in and gets the prawns.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's more people who get different things
Exactly.
every time.
Exactly.
Right? So they are thriving.
Exactly.
Right? Now that's the same thing. You're right. That's the same thing for a musician.
Yeah.
You need to keep giving people variety.
Exactly.
There's one for me in a genre as R&B. There's a variety I can make in R&B.
Mm-hmm.
There's not just your obvious R&B that you have, your obvious R&B that you know, oh, that's R&B. No.
Yeah.
There's a variety
Yeah,
you
there's a
can
huge
make.
variety, yeah.
Right? So you get Amapiano. There's a variety of Amapiano. You get soulful Amapiano.
Yeah.
You get street, I'm a piano. You get jazz, I'm a piano. Same thing with R&B. So for everybody if you're a musician and you're trying to make music, but you're scared because it's like, but what if I'm not making, what if I'm not in the genre that's making, no,
Yeah.
bro, no. Every genre shines through as
Exactly.
long as you are staying true to the sound.
Yeah.
There's a variety within
Exactly.
that sound. Just find your lane.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest advice I got, and I got it from Joanna Swartberg when I interviewed her, she said, within Namibia, you have to be orig. You need to be everywhere. You need to, even if people are tired of your face, you need to be everywhere. And that also ties back to, you can't just give us a one hit. Namibia is
Ooh.
not a country for one hit
Nope.
wonders, unfortunately.
No,
You can't
you
just give
said
us
it.
one hit.
It's not a country for one hit. It just
No.
doesn't work.
It doesn't. You
Doesn't
need
work.
to be consistent, and that's
Yep.
what I love about your guys as the dog.
Yep.
Artists that have given us year after year, they've made sure, even if it's just a single, they've
Yep.
made sure they give us content, and you can also see that there's always growth. They're not just giving
Yeah.
us the same
Yeah,
thing as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. So
mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
great talk. Great talk.
Yeah, yo, but shout out to Joanna Swartboy. Like she's
doing
she's
amazing.
doing amazing. We just need to give her flowers, yo. She's shout out to her. It's
guy.
it's beautiful to be able to see someone really do exactly what she loves doing.
Exactly.
And she's having fun.
And she's
so,
passionate about it.
So shout out
That's
to
what
her.
I love as well.
There's a moment for her.
Great. Cool. So, my next question is,
Okay.
moving away from the podcast, what inspires your music mostly?
Well, I'll say it. Love. That's it.
Great, guys. That was our interview.
Shut down. Switch off the lights. We're done. It's love. But like I said, love is not just one thing.
Yeah.
It's a variety of things. It's not just romantic love. You know what I'm saying? It's love. Love is huge.
Yeah.
And why I say that is because it's the one thing we'll never get to understand. But that's why we need to be so good to one another.
Yeah.
Because this is the one thing that we know when we feel it, but we can't point it out. You can't point it out and say, "Ooh, that's love."
Mm-hmm.
simply just because you're feeling it.
Yeah.
There's something that resonates. There's something that reminds you of a feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and for you, that's love. And that's, for me, everything. The music is really based around love, because even when the content of a song is talking about how she was trying to be, too hot because she thinks she's getting the clout. Now, there's love involved there.
Yeah, of course.
There's absolute love involved there. You feel away because of what she's doing, or you feel away because of what he's doing. You think she's too cool now. He was with you, started becoming cool, but there's love involved
there's
there,
love.
because you wouldn't express that
Yeah,
if there wasn't
exactly.
love. Boom, right?
Yeah.
So it's, for me, the whole thing is just love. It can only be love.
You can.
All pun intended.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Nice plug there. I saw that.
Yes, sir. Got to be ready at all times.
Great. So we're going to switch to another part of the
Let's
interview.
go.
So normally, what I do with my guests is I play a game with them.
Cool.
I'm R&B. You must know this game. It's called Song Association.
Ooh. Let's go. This is nice. I like being caught off guard. Let's do that.
Great. I didn't want you
Uh-huh.
to prepare for anything.
Woo!
Yeah. So
If I do bad, I apologize.
So I have a list of words. And so for those, I guess you know Song Association.
Yeah, no, I do. I do.
So for the listeners and viewers out there,
Yeah.
so Song Association is basically I have a list of words. I will give the words to Ian, and he should find a song or with the word in it, in the lyrics or in the title.
Yes, sir.
And you need to sing out. Don't worry, you
At
don't need to be
least.
pitch perfect. You need to sing out at least a line of the song in order for you
like
to get
that.
the point.
I like that.
So I'm gonna time you. You have 10 seconds.
Woo!
Don't worry.
This is so
Nobody's
interesting.
nobody's had a perfect.
Yeah, no, and I'm not
score.
aiming to be perfect.
So yeah.
Let's do it. Let's
cool.
do it.
Obviously, I can't play with because I know the list. But normally, normally when we have a co-host, we'll have them compete against each other.
Oh,
You guys against each
cool.
other. But now, we'll
Okay,
just do it
okay.
for you. Just for you. Don't worry. Cool. So let me put on my timer. We got 10 seconds on here. Are you ready?
I'm not.
Okay.
But let's just go for it.
That's how I want it. For the listeners and for especially for our Facebook viewers, if you want to play along, you have 10 seconds. Type out the song. You guys just have to type out the song, obviously. And then you guys can also, I guess, partake in the game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Cool.
do
So the first word is shout out. The first word is notice.
it. Notice. I don't know what's the song, but you just notice. Yo, I don't know the words, but what
Okay, cool. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yes,
Stop.
sir.
I'll
Yo,
give
that's
it to
the
you.
first thing.
Well done.
Shout out to my boy.
Well done.
Let's
well
go,
done.
let's go.
Cool. Second word is phone. PHONE.
Phone. Oh, kiss me through the phone. See you when I get home.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Well done. Well done.
Yes, sir.
So that's two. Well
Okay.
done. You're doing great. Third word, location.
Send me your location. Let's talk about communication. Yeah, let's go. I got
Lovely.
that.
Lovely.
I got that. All pun intended.
All pun intended.
Let's go.
The next one. Yeah.
Yeah. Usher. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. There's also Chris Brown. Yeah. Yeah. Just
Wow. Listen, Breezy, I
Great.
love you.
sounds like you're having fun.
I'm
glad
having
you're
so
having
much fun. You have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm moving too fast for the views, but nobody is participating. It's fine.
okay.
It's fine. Ian's
It's
beating
okay,
your
we're here. I'm
asses.
having so much fun. What? I think it's the Red Bull. They need to endorse me. Let's go.
Great.
Let's
the
go.
next word is no. KNOW.
No.
Yeah.
I'm always honest. You know this. That's what I want to know. I know.
Nice.
I mean, that was all. That was very well put together. I know I probably didn't make the timer, but I hope I did.
You did.
I know,
You did, you did, you did.
baby.
Well
I
done.
know. Ian Lovely, I know it's out now. All platforms, baby.
Yes. Next song is Block.
Block, pampilele. Come on now. That one is for all the
Nice,
childhooders.
nice,
Let's go.
nice. Oh, actually, just a side track. So I have this. I believe they're family of yours.
Okay.
How I got introduced to you.
Cool.
They were playing Vincha.
Oh yeah.
They were playing that song, and I was like, oh shit, this is so good. Who is that? Like Jaleel, I'm like, who? What?
That was that time,
That's-
man.
And I was like, it's from here. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, from here. I'm like, no way, because I just came back from studies
Oh,
abroad. And I was like, in
cool.
Namibia, that's not that.
That's hide and seek, baby.
Yeah.
if you didn't play that game, I mean, you had a boring childhood.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. I got that. I
Kids
got
these
that.
days, they don't know.
Oh yeah,
They
no.
don't know
What?
shit.
Play where? Hide and seek on the phone. Where's the app? Let me
Yeah,
know if
where's
there's
the
a hide
app?
and
Yeah.
seek app on the phone. If not, please let's get the kids out there again.
I'm probably sure if you search on the app store, you'll find
Oh,
the
you
hide and
find
seek game.
anything. Oh my god.
Anyways, the next word is dreams.
Dreams. Dreams to reality, words that I live by. That's one of my own songs.
Okay,
one of my
great.
own songs.
I know.
That's one of my own songs, sir. I had to just go for it. I'm sorry. This is why I make music,
you're
baby.
actually doing well. You might. I don't want to jinx it, but you might be the first perfect score. Let's see.
I had to
Cool.
use my
We
own
have
record.
2, 4. We have 6 more to go.
Okay, that's pressure. Let's go.
Okay, cool. The next word is dreams.
Didn't we do dreams just now?
Did we just? No,
We-
sorry.
We did
Not
dreams.
dreams.
We did dreams.
We did dreams. Yeah. The next word is heart.
Heart. Heart. Heart. No, I don't have one.
No.
Heart.
No. Oh, that's time.
Heart.
Unbreak my heart. Say you love me.
And I was just thinking about her, but I wasn't thinking about the song. I was just like, show
Bro, come on.
Oh, that was almost a perfect score, but it's okay.
Almost.
It's okay.
You still
That just
have 5
shows
to
you
go.
that no one's perfect,
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you're not great.
Right?
Yes, sir, we're pushing love in these
Nice.
streets. We're pushing
Cool.
love.
The next one is bed.
Bid. Is it bad that I never made love? I never did. Bad or bed?
Doesn't matter.
Oh
You-
yeah,
you
because
got
I thought it was bad, like
Yeah,
bad, like
yeah, it's- you know
that's why I
you're
started
right, you're
singing Rihanna and Wale just now.
No, that's good.
And that's not even
good.
Rihanna.
It's
The
not Rihanna,
remix
it's-
is Rihanna,
yes.
but like
What's her name?
I don't know the other lady. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
One hit wonder.
Yeah, did you say bid or bed?
It's bad. It's bad.
Okay, it's okay.
You're
Sorry
correct. You're
if I-
correct. It's fine. It's the
Bad.
look. The
Bad,
word is,
bad.
it sounds
Okay.
the same.
Yeah,
It
I
sounds
took
the same.
bad.
It's
I
fine.
took bad.
It's
At least
fine.
I came up with something. At least I came up with
Sorry,
something.
it wasn't bad.
All right. All right.
The next one is wings.
Oh,
Can
wings.
be plural or wing or wings.
Soaring on the wings of love. Everybody sing along. That's a gospel song.
You're allowed
I
to.
got it. I
You're
got it,
allowed.
baby.
You're
I had
allowed.
to get it.
Yeah.
I had to get it.
I was thinking of Pretty Wings by Maxwell.
Yo, now you're thinking of all the sexy records. But hey, man, hey, gospel plays a big role too. Let's go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can go. Let's go. Let's go.
The next word is life. Life.
Life. Living. Nah. I was gonna start rapping just now. It's okay. What did you get? What did you get?
Life, oh life, oh life.
That's like so like.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing with your life, bro?
You said you're a 90s baby. I'm so
Yeah.
disappointed. Yo.
Oh life. Oh life. Oh, what? Where am I? Where? But it's okay. It's
It's
okay.
okay. It's okay.
It's
Last
still
one.
present. Let's do it.
Last one. The word is walk.
Walk. Walk. I started. You know, when you're saying
Time.
walk. I was gonna go work. Jeez, walk.
Now walk it out. Walk it out.
I was going
Salsa,
to a
walk it
gospel
out.
song. Again. I was about to sing "Walking in the House of the Lord." I was
Why
about to-
didn't you?
Listen. God, we love you
Yeah.
always.
Always. So that is it.
that was so much fun. What?
So you got 10 out of 12. Well done. I think
10
that's
out
the
of 12,
highest
baby.
score we've had so far.
10-10, baby. 10-10, baby. 10 is good. 10 is good.
It's a good
But I need
number.
to get back here I need to do 12.
Yeah.
I need to do
Yeah,
12.
yeah. No, I tell everybody you need to come back and
I
redeem
need to
yourself.
do 12. I'm not playing games. All pun intended. That was nice, man. That was nice.
I'm glad you
like
enjoyed that.
I like that game. Look, if you're going to be a musician, you're going to come in here and play that game.
You have to.
And you're not able to play that game, maybe you need to go think about
maybe
it again.
rethink the career
Yes, sir. At least 10. 10's good. 10's good, right? 10's good. I'm
10
happy
is
with
good.
10.
10 is good.
I'm happy. Shout out to you for that, man.
Well done,
That
man.
takes anybody out of their comfort zone.
That's good.
If
That's
you don't,
good.
if you're not out of your comfort zone after that, then you didn't come in here with the right spirit. You didn't come in here with the right
Exactly.
mindset.
Exactly.
That takes anybody out of
Exactly.
their comfort zone. Like it's just like, yo, there's no other way to play that game but to have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And that's what you said. Respect to you.
So glad you enjoyed that,
Respect to
man.
you. I've never played a game in any interview that I've been.
Really?
Nope. It's my first time. First game I've ever played.
So you guys heard that? It's
First.
You heard it here first.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm making waves. Just so you know.
That's the first game, literally. Because I always watch a lot of like YouTube videos, and I always watch like these great YouTubers or whatever, and like just like GQ and like Time Magazine and all of these things, and they always playing these games, especially with musicians, and it's just so much fun because
Exactly.
even just for like the viewer, they get to know the musician, and also just get to know their fun side. Because I can be a dweeb, you don't know if, and then a game like that makes it clear, like, yo, that guy is super weird.
Exactly.
And how many people are weird out there, but because of the world we live in today, are scared to be weird out there in the world because they feel like they'll get judged.
Yo, you're preaching.
Yes, sir. We're pushing love in these streets.
Honestly, the aim of the game is for me to understand my
yes,
because you could think walk it out by is it Lil Jon?
It's Lil Jon. Now walk it out. That's not walk it out. I don't know, but I think it's Lil Jon. I think so.
Yeah,
I think
and
so.
then you get walking. What's the Christian?
That
gospel
song, I don't know the song's name, but it's that. It's that.
You see, I like the fact that I know I could be playing with two people and they'd give like the randomest answers.
Yeah.
And it would make you understand where they come
Sure.
from, the
1000%,
influences they have. So
1000%.
yeah, that's that about the game. So yeah, so that's also about our time. So before we leave,
Sheesh. I didn't even realize though. Wow.
you know, normally our guests they speak for 40 minutes. You've been on here for an hour, and well
some
done.
change, baby.
Well done.
Yes, sir. I like
Well
that.
done. You make my job so
I
much
like
easy.
that. Yo.
Great. Cool. So before we leave, please plug yourself. Do you have YouTube channel, website, whatever? Plug yourself, and then also, can we expect anything, live performances or new music coming out soon? And then also plug your music.
The whole 9 yards. YouTube, Ian Lovely. Twitter, Ian Lovely, or It Can Only Be Love. Facebook, Ian Lovely, or It Can Only Be Love. Instagram, same story, It Can Only Be Love.
Yeah.
We have music out now. We have music videos out now. Go into YouTube, get that screen recorded, or send the link to your grandma. Let her send it to her husband. Send that to her kids. Share it with everybody. R&B is alive in Namibia. Check out the music on Apple Music, Spotify. Well, if you want me to send it to you, hit me up. I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. We need to get paid. Stream the music on Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer. Get the music on there. Ian Lovely, Ian Lovely, Ian Lovely. Hear the name. Remember the name, because it's going to be here forever. Because it's not just about me. What I'm doing is not just about me. There's so many kids. I'm competing with the kid that's at home right now while I'm doing this interview, making a song saying, yo, I'm trying to be as big as Justin Bieber. I'm competing with that kid. I'm not out here competing with anybody doing what they're doing right now. I'm not here to compete with you. I only have myself to compete with, and that kid in his mom's basement or his bedroom right now saying, yo, he doesn't even have studio monitors, but he's about to make a record that might go viral, right? So I'm competing with that kid.
Nice.
My name's Ian Lovely. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Check out the music, please. We do have new music coming out. And it's, I was about to give the features away, but I'm not going to give the features away.
Okay.
We have some new music coming out, but we're talking cross borders. About to give them maybe something sexy, R&B, of course.
Of course.
At the same time, show-wise, if you're, I'm actually giving away a ticket, right?
Do you want to give one on the show?
I mean,
Or are you just trying to link that to
I'm
something?
just gonna link them. I'm just
Okay.
gonna link them, but I'm just putting the energy out
Okay,
there.
okay,
So I'm gonna give a ticket away. There's an event that I'm performing at called the Sip and Paint event. It's on the 2nd of
Oh, yeah.
April,
Okay.
right? So I'm gonna be performing at this event. A ticket's about $500. That's a lot of money. So I'm giving a ticket away, right? Just check out my social media, especially my Instagram.
Yeah.
You'll be able to find details on there how you can win this ticket. But yeah, I'm giving away a ticket because I'm gonna be performing on that day on the 2nd of April, 2022. Where other shows are, obviously I'm gonna announce that on my Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you guys just check it out. Performing is performing. I'm definitely on stage. Even if I'm the only R&B artist on stage, I'm on stage.
Yeah.
And I just want people to also come out with an open mind to the sound because it's something they're not used to.
Yeah.
But come out with an open mind and you might come and experience something completely unique. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to add on more, maybe a shout out to someone.
Yo, hey,
A
listen, I can
message.
speak forever. I can speak forever. But for me, a shout out to everybody just right now, especially in a time like this. Shout out to everybody making sure the person next to them is okay.
Yeah.
Even when you're out at night, just make sure the person next to you is okay. Even though you don't know them, make sure the person next to you is okay. Even if you just like, because I always have this issue when I ask people like, how are you? Obviously your premeditated answer is, I'm
good.
okay. But that's not why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
And I know not a lot of people ask because they really want to know, but yo, let's ask because we really want to know. Maybe that will make a difference. Even for someone you just met. Like, how are you? No, I'm good. No. How are you?
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me what you're going through and mention names or your family who's doing that. No. But the mere fact that you're able to even admit to a stranger that you're not okay is the first step to being okay.
Yeah.
You just don't know that yet. So then next time someone asks you, are you okay or how are you? Be honest. Be honest.
True.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Guys, that was Ian Lovely. This was the content with Scharlarco. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like Ian said, you can follow him on all his socials. You can subscribe to his YouTube channel. Download his music on Apple as well as Spotify and Deezer.
Anywhere.
On all musical platforms, you can search for Ian Lovely. I don't know, your previous music, is it still under Jaleel?
It does not exist.
Really?
No. Because like I said, that's not a good representation of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not pushing that.
No.
We're not pushing that, don't
We're not pushing that. No.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much again for coming through. This was great
Thank you
vibes.
for
great
having
vibes.
me.
Um,
Top 2 and it ain't 2
nice.
interviews.
Nice. I appreciate
Top 2
that.
and it ain't 2 interviews, man.
And I'm
Promise
expecting
you.
back.
Oh,
Any
listen.
project, anything you need.
I'm running it through here.
And
Facts.
also, if look, I need to plug myself.
Okay,
With
okay.
the content, we love going out to events and covering the events with our
Boom.
socials. So if you ever have an event that you're
Ooh.
trying to push, give us a call. Our team will come through. We can record it.
You guys heard him, right?
Yeah.
You heard him, right?
Yeah.
They're going to come out.
Cool, guys.
Come out. Yes,
Next
sir.
week, we'll have more people in studio. We'll have another great interview. Thank you for tuning in. This is your boy Scharlarco signing out. Stay safe. Please still mask up. I know the president said, but it's also, mask up, social distance. Stay at home if you must. And
Stay at
also protect yourself everywhere. Yeah.
Stay safe.
I'm leaving you with the sounds of Ian Lovely, I know, featuring. I can't see that. Featuring
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Dire Fox and Waters, baby.
Dire Fox and
Yes, sir.
Waters.
Yeah, you ready? I know where you want me to go, when you tell me to leave, but you still want me close enough. That's a need, better way you can see, only way you believe me, baby. I'm always honest, you know.
Shout out to Renee for plugging also, just so you know. Renee was on the show before talking about Tables by Nay, and she organized this for us. So shout out Renee, keep up the good work.
Like you don't, that's what I wanna know. You Coming off like you don't know what a nigga saying. Breaking me off, but it left me along the way. I was on to something, just didn't know it. You was tripping, I saw it. All the questions I came off with. Still I proceed to give love it. What I've received, I get nothing. This isn't you right now, or is there you? I don't know. Something tells me you just tryna keep me close. Keeping your options open when something goes wrong. You got something to fall on. I know you want me to go, you tell me to leave, but you still want me close enough, close enough. That's a need, better way you can see. Only way you believe me, believe. I'm always honest, you know this. Why it seem like you don't? That's what I wanna know. I'm always honest, you know this. Why it seem like you don't? That's what I wanna know.
How could you give me something that's gon' fade away? You know I live with problems on the day-to-day, and if you keep on adding to it, you gon' need to stay away. Girl, I'm always on. Oh, I like it when you see through. A little tease of what I'm later gon' be too. Yeah, I bet these bitches wanna be you. And if you shy, get you high, then I'm out be too. Pull up my place tonight. I want my hands on your waist tonight. But it doesn't matter what I want, I know you tweaking. That's why I'm gon' be leaving. Cause
I know where you want me to go, when you tell me to leave, but you still want me close enough, close enough. That's a need, better way you can see. Only way you believe me, believe. I'm always honest, you know this. Why it seem like you don't? That's what I wanna know. I'm always honest, you know this. Why it seem like you don't? That's what I wanna know.
I used to think it must be love, but that ain't all that I was getting. Puppy love had to do with you getting petty. It's what it was, but it's worth all that stress. Cause you had me stressing, knew how to take it away. You're my peace forever. You stay choosing violence. I love it when you get as naked as the truth you're hiding. Girl, you had me with a sweet talking. You're all I need, but I guess you need.
I know where you want me to go, when you tell me to leave, but you still want me close enough. You want me close enough. That's a need, better way you can see. Only way you believe me, believe. I'm always honest. Always honest. Seem like you don't. That's what I wanna know. I'm always you know this. Why it seem like you don't? That's what I wanna know.